Hello everyone and welcome back. Today in Need for Speed Unbound we will be taking a look at the 2010 Subaru Impreza WRX STI. So for this A+ build we will be looking at the engines. We will equip the 3.0 liter inline 6. For the parts we leave it on Sport Induction, Pro ECU, Super Fuel System, Super Exhaust, Super Screw Supercharger, the Sport Nitrous with the Elite Road Suspension, Super Brakes, Elite Grip Tires, the Elite Clutch, the Sport 5-Speed Gearbox with the Elite Differential and Super Nitrous Grip, and this one's set for near miss, and I'm going to change that to drift. Alright, there we go. Put drift back on there. And then for the handling of this thing, we are at 85% grip with the steering sensitivity and downforce all the way high with drift entry set to brake tap. Alright, let's go check out a race in this thing. Oh wait, before we do that, the top speed is 168, which is low, so do not use this on the sprint races that are top speed dependent. This is for cornering races only. The 0 to 60 is 2.9 with a quarter mile of 11 seconds. And pretty decent horsepower and torque. Alright, now let's go race this thing. Alright, so here we are with one other person to race against. But hey, they're using a Skyline. I don't know if it is a maxed out Skyline or if it's underpowered. So, I guess we'll find out at the end of the race. Or maybe even during the race. Let's do it. Let's get this launch. Alright, and we're off. Launch feels pretty decent. Skyline looks like it's not getting left in the dust, so good to know. And get around here. Oop. Don't screw it up too much in that corner. Or any corner. Alright, we're starting to leave them behind a little bit. Good to know. Really good boost down there. Around this corner. So it doesn't feel like it's the most solid build in the world. Like when you take the corners, it really wants to like slide more than I want it to, I guess is the best way to describe it. But it doesn't handle poorly. Let's see how it does on this corner. Okay, not too bad, not too bad at all. It would have been nice to have a sustained drift instead of one that got interrupted, but that's okay. And we have definitely put some distance between myself and the Skyline. So either this build is good or that Skyline is underpowered. And I'm willing to bet it is probably just underpowered. We all know the other Subaru, the other WRX, because there is a BRZ in the game. But we all know that the other STI is the one to go with for pretty much any class. I just wanted to try this one out because you don't see it too often, and so I don't think there's a lot of builds out there for it. I've never really looked. I honestly don't look for builds too often because I don't want to be influenced by other people. I want to create my own builds and see what I can find and what I like. Yeah, so not too bad. Yep, the Skyline's underpowered by 35. Alright, so not the best test against. Maybe he'll switch cars between races though and have a better one. So he did not switch cars. Maybe the dirt will give him more of an advantage on this one. I'm not sure. When I build cars for normal races, dirt slows my builds down quite a bit because all of your acceleration is for road when I build them. Very rare. Ooh, he got a better launch. I don't know if I just messed my launch up or what, but he got a better launch. Could have been the dirt too. And yep, I knew he was going to slam into me like that. I just had a feeling. Like, I get it. You're in an underpowered car, man, but that's not my fault. That's your fault for not building it out. Ooh. He comes flying through. Oh, I thought he was going to miss that checkpoint, if I was being honest there. I thought for sure he'd miss it, just from how far out he went. Let's see, is he going to try and push me off the road again? Will he even get the chance? Nope. So, I was hoping there wasn't going to be any traffic there when I came around that corner. I was really hoping I'd split them once I saw there was, but I obviously didn't. But that's okay, it happens. Can't always control everything with your car, unfortunately. Although most of these nighttime races do tend to have a lot less traffic than the daytime races. So I'm wondering if these are supposed to be set super late at night or not. Whereas the ones during the day are apparently like in the middle of the day. So, we gripped that corner pretty well. It seemed to do alright. Oh, for a second I thought he dropped because I couldn't see him on the mini-map anymore. That was a good drift right there. It was like a drift that turned into a micro drift. So, I mean, this really doesn't handle bad. It handles pretty well. I don't think it's going to win all the races for you. I really do think like the F40 and the Testarossa and those types of cars will beat you if you're using this one. I could be wrong because obviously I'm not testing it against those. Maybe this would win. I'm not 100%. I just know I don't have a very good person to test it against right now. And it took me a couple of tries to get in here, so I don't think I'm going to get a much better test than this one today. So yeah, I mean, it handles good. I like how it handles. I wish it was a little quicker than it is as far as quarter mile, but I'm not mad at it. I don't know if dude just doesn't have a better build to choose from or what. I would change if I was them, but there's like nothing done to this car, so maybe they're out of money, I guess. I don't know. There we go. They horked their lunch and I'm off. And if I don't screw up, that is probably the last time I will see them in this race. Let's find out though, because like I said, I could mess up. It's not difficult to mess up, especially if you lose concentration and you're splitting your time talking and racing at the same time. It can lead to some mistakes. I usually have to stop talking during the launch sequence, otherwise I miss the launch, unless it's a very easy launch window to get. And see, I was talking there and went around a little too wide, but it ended up working out in the end because I got to go through the gas station and recoup some boosty boost. Yeah, I'm really not mad how this thing handles corners at all. Like, it responds how I want it to. I think this is the race that has a sharp corner like right at the end that's easy to mess up, but I could be wrong. I mean, we're up to 150, 160. Yep, this is the one with the corner. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. Talk about my bad. And let's finish this thing up. We got one more curvy little corner here to go around. And now I think this straightaway, or mostly straightaway anyway, finishes it up. Yep, right around this corner is the end, and there we go. Yeah, not a bad build. Again, I didn't have good cars to test it against, so I can't speak from experience, but I don't think it'll beat the top builds in the class, but I think this will beat a lot of builds in the class. So if you really like Subarus, really like this car, there you go. If you just want a decent car or something that's not too expensive to slap into A+, this one will do it for you. Speaking of doing it for you, that's going to do it for me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, leave some comments down below, smash the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one.